How did Richard Quinn become the first fashion designer to have Queen Elizabeth II attend his fashion show, sitting pretty next to Anna Wintour? The story begins with the South London designer going to study his BA in fashion, women's wear and print at Central St. Martin's. During his time on the BA, he continued honing his skills through various internships, having the pleasure of interning at Christian Dior Haute Couture, working as a design studio assistant, as well as assisting Savile Row tailors. All of his hard work paid off because his graduate collection caught the attention of Stella McCartney, who thereafter awarded him a scholarship to study the MA in fashion at Central St. Martin's. And his success train continued because his master's graduate collection was featured on the cover of Modern Matter, shot by Jürgen Teller, and he also won the H&M Design Award, which gave him a €50,000 cash prize, as well as some of those pieces being developed and sold in H&M stores just 1 year after graduating. That year was a big year because in April 2017, he was named the British Fashion Council's New Gen's One to Watch. And later in the year, he was awarded a full New Gen scholarship, which enabled him to put on a show the following season. Now, this was the show that changed everything. He was thrusted into the spotlight when Queen Elizabeth II showed up to his fashion show. It's so iconic. I feel like that was the heyday of London Fashion Week, where you had so many celebs and there was so much buzz at the fashion shows. This was her first time attending a fashion show, and I'm so curious as to how it went down, how she got there, but that was a major turning point for Richard Quinn. He became the first recipient of the Queen Elizabeth II Award for British Fashion. And this is an annual prize awarded to emerging British designers who show exceptional talent and originality whilst demonstrating value to the community and strong sustainable practices. And you thought I was finished with Richard Quinn's spotlight moments? In the same year he won the award, Amal Clooney wore a Richard Quinn piece at the Met Gala. Now, this was not planned because a gown had already been designed for her by Tom Ford's fashion team, but she said no, and she worked very closely with Richard Quinn collaboratively to put this piece together, and it was a moment on the red carpet. This obviously gave Richard Quinn so much international press, and since then his pieces have been seen on some of your iconic faves, and he is also not a stranger to an iconic red carpet moment. The Richard Quinn brand is praised for its bold use of prints and textiles to create extravagant, bold, and emotive pieces. Whilst he's creating all this fabulousness, he also has a print studio based in Peckham where he uses his skills to serve many fashion clients, printing all fabrics in-house, not only for his brands but others including Wells Bonner, JW Anderson, and also smaller businesses such as Peachy Den. The amazing thing about the print studio is they operate with no minimum order quantities, which means that small emerging businesses don't have to spend too much to get started. The dichotomy between the high fashion pieces that Richard Quinn creates, whilst also still maintaining that grassroots startup feel with his print studio, just makes him so much more iconic. Richard Quinn has definitely positioned himself as London's answer to haute couture. The shows, the presentation are unreal. And he does say that couture is the vision and aesthetic for his brand.